Hello everyone and welcome to yet another DeFRaG demo review. It is the round 6 of the second FPS Cup. My name is of course CrazyAl. I'm joined by two guests today, one of which is the creator of one of my favourite DeFRaG movies. It's Bliccer.
Oh, how kind of you. Hello.
And second of which is a guy who just loves to get map feedback from me on my live stream. It's ghostay.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Welcome guys, good to have you. Round 6.
Thanks for the invite.
Round 6 is a pretty complex strafe map, I would say, involving railgun and shotgun and shooting targets to jump higher than you normally can, and jumping on tiny ramps and things like that. I think it's been a pretty decent round 6. Have you guys had much time to play the map?
No, not at all.
Sorry.
I played it during some testing, but that was about it.
I was just playing it for like a, for me, decent record, I think. So I kind of know some of the routes, but I think it will be as creative as the last rounds, I think. So let's see.
Fantastic. Well, let's not waste any more time. We'll jump straight in to the VQ3 demos. Got 30 to get through on both. I don't know how many we have total. Guess we'll find out when the results come out later. So let's get started.
Very good. It's the fixed version there, right?
It is the fixed version, yeah. We'll go into that a little bit later. Starting off in 30th place with Pashka, showing us how it's done in VQ3.
Always interesting to marvel at the details what Emor put in, and it's now fun to actually see them. Since we were in there with the development, right, and getting screenshots from Emor and everything, and now seeing people playing this, it's so much fun.
Yeah, shoutouts to Biotrix and Emo for being the map creators for this round. Really fun strafe map, and just looks phenomenal.
Yeah, it does. Imore is definitely top tier mapper for DeFRaG.
In this map, I believe heavily inspired by the Metro game series, which is a really good game series. You should play it. So that was a 103 in the end for Pashka in 30th place. Well played.
Nice. So speaking in terms of Metro, it is Metro assets and textures. Not inspired by, it is.
Oh, literally.
Yeah.
And then we have Emir, one responsible for those textures, I assume.
He probably played it a lot, I guess, so he already had a good time in there.
Oh yeah, I was speaking with Imore on the side. He's a huge fan of Metro games. Personally, I've never played it, but
I played 2033 and Last Light. I tried Exodus and I didn't really like it. But the first two are really good.
Those games are always too dark for me. I need it brighter.
This map definitely reflects that, I think. Nice.
Absolutely got the vibes, and also the whole compiling and everything. The lighting is just very, very fabulous.
Yeah.
I like I also like how it's dark and it has its vibes, but at the same time it's since you always have to be a bit more brighter, I think, in Quake and DeFRaG maps, just to actually see something and be able to move.
Yeah.
And I think it's a very good mix in between.
Yeah, good balance. That was a 102.7 for Emir, and moving on to 28th place.
One frag left.
We don't show demos like that. 27th place.
I missed that. What was that?
Not important.
Okay.
One frag
Kit
left.
Kat in 27th place.
What is the PX for?
Couldn't tell you.
Pixels.
But have you actually seen a lot of also new players coming in also through that cup, or just in general in the last couple of months?
We certainly have a few new players to the DeFRaG scene from Momentum mods. A couple of really good players, actually, like Ash and MacMac, to name just a few.
Mm-hmm.
I would say a couple new players over the past couple of years, not just a couple of months.
Mm-hmm. That's still interesting that it's still living. It's just shows how amazing Quake Free's movement is, just in general.
Oh, for sure.
It's like this definitely increased the general player count in the game, I think. Well played by Kit Kat, that was a 102.1. But yeah, whenever we have FPS Cups or DFWCs, it definitely increases the just general player count. For a few weeks at least, or a few months.
One frag left.
Next up is
Qubit.
Qubit in 26th place. Let's go Qubit, fellow mapper.
Really quick off that swing.
Taking the wide route here to go for that slick and hit this ramp and that ramp. Slightly different route than what we've seen before.
No one has used the hidden teleporter in the toilet. Huh?
Hidden
Sweet
teleport.
here. Nice big jump onto that ramp. A fat skim on the step there. 101.0, almost, almost sub 60. Perhaps next time. 25th place now. Well played, Qubit.
There's so many sounds in there.
One frag left.
It's T.S. Eliot.
I mostly played in CPM. Is it like he skipped that platform.
Slightly different route here.
Ignores the slick entirely. Already has the spacing that he wants. That's not a great wall hit right there. Just barely doesn't
Lost
get
a
the
lot,
sub
no.
60. 1 minute point.
But close.
Oh, very close, yeah. Very well played.
Always those 100.
I know. 24th place now.
It's funny. Can you actually
One frag left.
because I don't know what the fix actually fixed.
We'll see it later, don't worry.
Okay, gotcha.
I think this will be the run to take us into the 50s. Going wide here, just like Qubit.
It's really awesome to see some
Nice.
cool players come back.
Yeah, there's been quite a few old school players making a comeback recently.
Is it with is it also with the old school clan tag?
Yeah, I believe so.
Did he hit a ramp there at the end, or
I think
did he miss
just
it?
barely. I'm not sure. Oof, so close. 1 minute, 0.6 in the end. Maybe this time we'll get the sub 60.
One frag left.
In 23rd place, we have Demonor. Speaking of old school players making a comeback. Nice skim. Loads of speed from that slick.
That feels like a 59 for me.
Yeah, feels
Just-
like one,
just-
doesn't it?
Ah, interesting. Different route now.
It's the other side of that jump pad.
Yeah. Will those buttons, can you actually activate them twice, or is it just like switching to gauntlet and getting another shot? Would it be possible
Yes.
to get better height for the ramp or something?
Wow.
Oh,
Still 1 minute. 1.1 for Demonor. Very well played. Moving on up to 22nd place.
One frag
It's
left.
J-Height and VQ3. Let's go. Can he do the sub 60? I know he was grinding for this sub 1 minute run a lot.
Oh wow. Did he crouch into the wall and didn't lose any speed doing that?
Needs a full stop there.
Nice.
Good speed, yeah.
Going a little bit wide there. Has to slow down just to get that wall hit just right. And just barely, literally barely manages to get the 59. Jesus, he must have been happy with that. Well played.
Man, it seems like the ending is something where there will be, which will be like the difference in the
One
biggest damage.
frag left.
Next up we have Zerg in 21st place.
Since when is he doing VQ3? In my times he was doing CPM. Back in the old days.
I think he plays both now, right?
I mean, for as long as I've been doing these reviews, I think he's played both. When he has played. Doesn't always submit. Really making an effort to go towards that wall to catch the angle rather than just hitting the flat. Nice, 59.5, pretty significant improvement. Shoutouts to Zerg. Fellow streamer of these demo reviews, you can catch the demo reviews on his YouTube channel in Russian.
I believe he also streams on Twitch as well.
One
Yes.
frag left.
No, I know this as well.
Mikendo making the top 20.
Watching this right now with the crouch and everything, it looked more like Warzo, for instance, there.
Fortunately, it just catches that up ramp slightly. Loses a tiny bit of speed.
But he came out with a 900 there, no? With a 900 UPS at the end.
Yeah. 59, another 59.5. Very close.
Close to Zerg.
Yeah. 19th place now.
One frag
Anton,
left.
effects.
What's the max of the first slick you can finish with?
No idea.
So like,
I'm not
because
a
he
VQ
right
player.
now he had like 1,300 something.
I think that's roughly about the most we've seen so far. Like wall hit.
So some are
15.
trying to kind of jump into the curvature, no, in the end, and some try to hit the last column, kind of.
Yeah.
And interesting that it's I mean, because that, I mean, bumping right into the column gets you down to 700, 800, and the others are coming out with 900, but still getting a slower time. So seems like, well, yeah, definitely will be fast in CPM, not the ending.
Yeah. I mean,
That's good.
VQ3 at the best of times is a complete mystery to me. So 59.2 in the end for effect.
One frag left.
Okay. Poison in 18th place.
Yeah, 1,300 again. Yeah. Okay, great.
Really smooth strafing.
So far, I only saw 2 demos right now, which are kind of have like, let's say, flicking mices. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
flicking mice, not flicking mices, flicking mice. To
Nice. Really
which
clean
which looked a bit more hectic, but everyone else is really smooth in their movements.
Yep. There's a really smooth end from Poison there, 59.0.
Seems like he was happy with that time too.
Oh,
Nice
yeah.
smiley face at the end.
You got to put a smiley face at the end.
Where are the people who are doing gauntlet shooting?
One
Whatever,
frag
rotating.
left.
Next up, we have
Yes.
Boris. Let's go, Boris. Going wide
Ooh.
at the start.
A lot of speed.
The happy gauntlet rotation, that's the one I mean. Is it better to jump over the brush or the wall towards the fan, or from underneath and get into it?
From underneath, because the way if you hit it too high, you'll hit the ceiling when you hit the that
when you
push
get
lower.
Gotcha.
And you lose a ton of speed and possibly not even make that jump.
Nice, 58. Quad 8s. You love to see it. Really nice
Interesting.
run from Boris.
Interesting how he did how he did the ending there. Just going as close as possible, no, into the wall.
Yeah.
One frag left.
Sure who this is.
Ghost, what was your theme again? What you wanted to pick for that map?
For this map?
Yeah.
I don't even remember, to be honest. It was gonna be some sort of like a tech theme.
Mm-hmm.
I played around with it for a couple hours, and then I couldn't come up with anything, so I passed it on to Imor, who knocked it out the park.
Yeah, I'm glad you did.
It's so funny because at the beginning he said, "Yeah, I will try something," and then he had like 1 or 2 rooms, and then just say, "So Ghost, and now continue," or something like that.
Yeah. I'm like, no thanks.
Barely an improvement over Boris, but an improvement nonetheless. Top 15 now.
Yeah, Imor kept trying to make me do this map, and I'm like, yeah, I'm busy with Halvor's map. I don't want to do this one too. I got no time.
Let's go. And of course, you've got your own map.
Yeah,
yet
for
to
sure.
come.
the other maps and his map, everything. I mean, my job basically was always to give amazing critique into the channel, and did, of course, fabulous comments, which also made into the map, to the maps.
Yeah,
so,
for sure. For sure.
Yeah.
A lot of your comments on Halvor's map, I hesitantly added them in.
Yeah.
Love that we're getting to see behind the curtain here. The FPS Cup mapping channel.
So I actually also, I mean, how I got into this was basically that Rain asked me if I would like to participate because I was becoming more active again, kind of in just in general, the DeFRaG channel and everything. And then he asked me, and I was like, actually, I'm kind of hyped to do something for DeFRaG again, and watching all the videos, and also with some of the Event Horizon stuff, but then also especially also Nuki's movies.
Yeah,
and it was really sweet to see all those amazing maps, and I'm like, kind of like I have this tickling in my fingers, and then I started to do something, and I figured, wow, I'm so rusty when it comes to Radiant, and especially I'm working. I mean, probably that's a very bad excuse, but I'm working a lot with Wacom tablet at the moment, just for my job work, and so I'm really bad going with the mouse. So I was really slow, and it really frustrated me. And so yeah, basically then I was just throwing around ideas for myself with Qubit, and I think we come up with something interesting. But at the same time, it was just, I don't know, I couldn't find time. I couldn't find really time also to get kind of into Blender more, to get something like what Eimer did here. And so yeah, I basically I said I do something, but at the same time I was already mentally quitting. So, but there will be sometime. There will be something coming from me.
nice, decent improvement there for Hyper. 58.6. Well played. 13, lucky number 13th place.
Sorry, Hyper, to monologue over your demo. I'm sorry.
He's alright. He won't mind.
One frag
Nosf.
left.
The rare Nosf demo. If anyone doesn't know, Nos was the admin for the DF Comps website. So we have Nos to thank for all the War Cups, all the FPS Cups, everything that's done on dfcomps.ru. So big shout outs to him.
Yes, thank you, Nos, or Nosf, however you say your name.
Kind of
Was
kept also the community alive, no?
Yeah,
for real.
for sure. He was also
mean,
not happy
anyone
about
who-
adding Alvor's 90 megabyte map, let alone Imor's 161 megabyte map.
Yeah, anyone who appreciates these live streams or the YouTube videos or anything to do with, you know, this content, then you have Nos to thank for it.
And then he's also pulling a great demo here.
Yeah, for real. 58.2 in the end. Well played. And a smiley face to boot.
I mean, at that point, also thank you, right, for putting up all the stuff here, and with twitching and everything.
One frag
Oh, I
left.
don't do much. It's pretty easy.
Just
I
take
got
it. Just
a
take
pretty
it.
easy
Shh,
job.
shh, shh. Just take it, okay?
Next up we have Enter in 12th place.
It's nice to see a lot of old names still playing, still grinding it out. Enter's been
Especially
playing-
grinding.
Yeah, and Enter's been playing since I started playing in 2008, so probably even way before that.
Barely catching that angled wall there to redirect his momentum.
Ooh. It's interesting. Where did he get all the speed though? Because the ramp right now is just like hitting the, I know,
Go fast through here.
one of the pixels which actually boosts you a little, let's say.
57.9.
Wow.
Well played.
I would love to see Excalibur or someone like that on that map.
One
Probably
frag
can't play
left.
anymore.
Ibbit up next. Another world-class mapper. And half-beat enjoyer.
Whoa. So apparently it makes sense to have a full stop more or less there in the middle part, no?
A 7.3. Let's go. Well played.
I'll play that.
Into the top 10 we go. It's getting pretty spicy.
So where do we start again? At 1 minute 2, right?
Yeah.
One frag left.
103, I think, actually. We have Puts, just making the top 10.
Which is a relatively new player, right?
I don't know much about Puts. All I know is that he posts loads of TikToks on the DeFRaG Discord. That's the only thing I know about him. I think is he a Russian player?
I have no idea. No idea.
We were asking you, Al, you know? So,
Like I said, I just know he likes TikTok. So I would assume then that he's young.
ooh, always a nice jump into the wall and then continuing there.
It's 57.2 in the end.
One frag
Bet
left.
in 9th place.
It's a bit surprising. Usually would see him much higher.
Yeah, for a
Top five
strafe
at
map,
least.
I would have
Yeah.
thought so. guess that just means the rest of the top 10 demos are that good.
That part here, it seems like all the last 3 players just did a full break there and just jumped over the platform right into the ramp. Is it like where you hit the ramp, right? If it's like right at the seam or whatever, further up.
An interesting weapon switch there. Did he do that to switch faster?
What did he do? Sorry,
I don't know. Like, I know there's some weird
just-
weapon switch thing in VQ3 that
getting
lets
there.
you switch a little bit faster. I don't really understand it though, so it's kind of hard to point it out.
56 though, right?
Yeah, 56.7. Pretty decent, pretty big improvement
Opa,
over
opa,
Boots.
he says.
Yeah,
Opa.
well played. 8th place.
Can you put in a script which gives you a say command like every time you finish something, so you don't have to press the button?
1 frag
I wouldn't be
left.
surprised. Jelvin. Let's go. Another really old school player. Big drop onto the ramp.
Yeah, a lot of speed off of that.
He didn't even hit the last platform before going to the fan, did he? Also here, didn't hit the platform, right? Just went right into the button.
Takes a really aggressive angle after the drop there, like compared to most players.
But he still had 1000 coming out, no?
Look at this as well, like hits that right wall. No one has done that yet. 56.5 in the end. So that's an interesting ending there for Gel. Very well played. Seventh place now. We've got Delta. Delta in 7th place. Some people in the chat were predicting Delta for top 3.
Al, what's happening there? Are you rank 1?
That must be.
With your 35 seconds, huh? Oh, and he got the platform there. Didn't use the ramp. Thing is also, I mean, some parts is like, well, is it just you just take it and just go, or do you try to actually hit it the way you always want to? You know what I mean? Like, sometimes it's just, you hit the platform or not, you know? Doesn't matter, I still continue, so.
Tons of speed here. Look at this. And he goes the same way as Jelvin.
1500.
Yeah.
Sick. Look at that, what a jump in
Super
time.
smooth ending as well. 55.2 compared to Jelvin's 56.5. It's quite the jump. 6th place now.
Interesting.
One frag
Damned Light, let's go. Really high placing for Damned Light.
What are you trying to say?
Nothing, just that generally it's quite a high placing for him, that's all. I think he would probably agree with that. Takes a really wide jump to hit.
To hit the ramp, no?
Yeah, I think he takes a wider angle there so he can... There's 2 ramps there, right?
Super
There's one
close
that's
to
a
the-
lot steeper than the other. So I think he's trying to aim for that steeper ramp, which is a bit further back, which if you take the tightest line possible, you jump straight over it.
1250 outcome here from the ramp. What is that?
5.1 in the end. Well played. Top 5 now.
Excited.
1 frag.
Acid 2 is also predicted to be in the top 3 from some people in chat.
So far, we only had, I think, like 5 demos or something, right? Taking the outer part at the beginning.
Yeah, there's almost another one there. I think that was roughly the same as what Damned Light did, but it was just a bit tighter. Really tight line there, over that wall. Huge speeds.
1,500. Oh, 54, close.
Almost. I think we'll see that in the next few runs. 55.0 for Acid. Very well played. Fourth place we have Zas. No Delta, no Zas, and no Acid in the top 3.
It must be Wesp.
Yeah.
I predict Dex first place.
Yeah, Dex. It's got to be Dex. If it's not Zas and Zas or Delta, I think Dex has got to be in there.
Goblin doesn't play VQ3, right?
I don't think so. I don't think I've seen him play. I probably at some point have seen him play VQ3, but I don't think. Probably not to this level. Sorry, Goblin. I could be wrong. I'd love to be wrong.
I don't want to jinx myself, but get good, Goblin.
Yeah. Stop being so bad. Really tight line in this final room from Zas. Yeah,
Nice.
Another prediction in the chat, we do have Roman as well, who I forget about all the time, and Nuki, of course. So top 3, I expect we'll see at least one of those players. X in 3rd place? Jesus Christ.
Still good, no?
It does the same as Damned Light right there. Almost exactly the same.
Coming in higher though, with a fan. Whoa.
Speed. It's a straight line.
That's the same as this, no?
54.4. Jesus.
Nice.
Yeah, incredibly impressive run there from Dex.
But who's then? Who's next then?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. We'll find out.
Ghost, is it you?
Ghost and Bliccer, I think.
Yeah, guess so.
Roman, of course. That's crazy, man. In a run where we have, or in a round where we have Dex, Zas, Delta.
Interesting, right into
yeah,
the
and we have Roman, and we still haven't seen the first place yet. Like, that's crazy. Maybe Frog, but I don't think Frog is playing the FPS Cup.
Thunderbird.
Yeah.
Name dropping here for me, sorry. just to show how boomery I am. No?
It's got to be Nuki in first place, I think.
Interesting, not rotating at all on that last ramp.
Yeah. Using quite a lot of half beat.
So we got a 53, yeah? 53 on the first one.
54.1. I don't know.
But he says slow. He
He
says
says it's slow. But
Yeah.
Roman's got pretty high standards, I think.
He actually wanted 52. Man.
Let's see then. Who do we have in this first place VQ3 run? Suburb. Someone did mention Suburb, top 1, in the chat. I know Suburb. I know they are a Quake 3 player. But I know them from Momentum mods.
Congratulations for the points.
I don't think Suburb has submitted a single other map in this competition.
Well, then he still good in points now.
Yeah.
Points,
Very
but
impressive.
very, very low place.
He'll be the lowest place, first place finisher.
Yeah.
Whoa.
I think, yeah,
Good
Suburb
speed,
is a
nearly-
Quake 2 player as
Wow.
well. Sorry, I should have said
54.
that.
Whoa, 53.
Jesus, not just 53. 53.6? Where did all that time come from?
Sweet. He was way faster than anyone else in the last round for sure. He was nearly on a 1,580, 600 there. Recall
Takes a
correctly.
wide route at the start as well, like really wide circle jump. First
And
person
already
we've seen
here
do
is
that.
also here. Has anyone looked at the checkpoints compared to the others? Isn't that what checkpoints are for?
I expect we might see a Nuki analysis video after the stream.
Do you expect or you want him to do it?
It's completely up to him if he wants to do it. I'm not really a VQ3 player, so it doesn't make any difference to me. But
like, he's so fast. No, not just here, but also before. He was nearly on 1,600, where the others were at 1,004. So yeah, last bit, I guess.
so we'll see
Last third of the map.
We'll take a look at it one more time. People are saying he saves the jump before the drop onto the ramp, which I assume is after the first slick section. This start here is dead interesting to me as well. Like, takes a super wide route.
Super wide, but gives them a straight line, basically.
Yeah, for sure. So, like, right here, skips a jump. Apparently. But for people not really that experienced, skipping a jump can save quite a considerable amount of time. Like, a jump itself is what, like 700 milliseconds?
Like, here he's speeding like crazy on this part.
For real.
Yeah, 1,500.
So while skipping one jump might not sound like a lot, if you can do the exact same run as someone else but skip a jump, you're basically saving like 600-700 milliseconds. It's huge, really.
Suburb, congrats.
Yeah, very well played. Shout outs to all these VQ3 gamers, but we are now jumping into the CPM top 30. Let's do it.
It starts with 53, right?
Yeah. Picking up where we left off. We have Autumn in 30th place.
Interesting.
Yep, the slick goes straight for this route. See a slightly alternate route here. We'll see a few alternate routes, I think, in that first section. We get to go straight across because we save the railgun. And yep, there it is. So there is a tiny little ramp there that you can use in CPM to gain like an extra 300 to 400 ups.
Oh, 43. Okay.
Yeah, 43 by 43.2 for Autumn. Well played. So I'm not sure if that tiny ramp at the end is intentional. Don't know if it's supposed to be there, but it is certainly very powerful.
I can't recall from the chat, but it's something what was discussed now in Amor's channel.
I can't recall.
I was kind of hoping that I wasn't going to make the top 30 because I'm not really happy with this run. But it is what it is.
Well, just skip, don't show.
I mean, I'm not embarrassed by it.
Interesting, taking the whole ice, yeah, with you there.
It's a very clean run so far.
This one, yeah, there.
Yeah, that's the ramp.
Is it on the brown trim texture?
Yeah, it's right on the trim. So there is a big ramp there in VQ3. So I had a pretty bad ending there. I think I hit the wall. I could have got 42, but yeah, it is what it is.
Well played.
28th place now. So yeah,
Good job.
At the end there's a big ramp in VQ3, and then there's a tiny ramp on the trim, but it's like it matches the ramp in VQ3, so it doesn't matter. Whereas in CPM, the big ramp is removed, but the trim ramp it still exists. Henry in the 28th place.
Also, those not VQ3 and not CPM values they're so new to me from a mapping perspective.
Yeah.
Actually caring about this, I would just, I don't know.
Yeah, that's something relatively new.
Interesting.
Where
Not taking a ramp at all.
Where you can have brushes different from both physics, which were brought up recently in a channel. Seems like a lot of players are not fans of it.
42.9 for Henry.
But also with this, you cannot compete and say anymore, what's better, CPM or VQ3, because you have different maps, so it's like, oof.
One frag.
Ichi, a name that I'm not familiar with. I don't know. I'm a fan of I wouldn't say I'm a fan of it, but I don't dislike it. I think it's if you have to make minor changes to a map in order for them to play better in VQ3 versus CPM,
2000.
I think that's okay.
Yeah, for sure, I agree.
No, absolutely. Yeah. I mean, it's the same what you would also put into account if you would make a map and put it into, I don't know, make it a CTF, but at the same time could be a great TDM map as well, no?
Yeah.
No, it's just Challenge Pro Mode is such an amazing physics, but watching, I think VQ3 is more fun.
Yeah, I know what you mean. 42.7 there for Uchi in the end. Well played.
Yeah, speaking on that mechanic has been in Quake 3 since the beginning. It's just recently been integrated into DeFRaG, where you can specify VQ3 or CPM, which is, I think, it's a great addition.
Are there a lot of maps actually using it already?
Not that many.
I mean, it would be definitely something to dig into for the World Cup, no? DFWC, if if it comes.
Don't say DFWC. You trigger a lot of people.
Sorry, I mean, I don't know, whatever. Don't say anything.
42.4 for Just Gamer. Next up, 25th place.
I don't know what happened in the last ones, but for me, I still have fond memories of this cup, so I'm sorry I have to mention it.
One frag.
It's fine, I'm only joking. Bonza in 25th place.
Well, I think also for newcomers or people who haven't played Quake too much, whatever, like new DeFraggers, they also mostly start with CPM, I think, right?
Yeah, for real. Absolutely. I think VQ3 is definitely seeming like a dying breed. And you see it a lot in Momentum mod. Again, sorry to keep bringing it up, but none of the source players, like people who play, you know, Counter-Strike, Bunny Hop, or whatever other modes is in that game, none of them are interested in VQ3, which I think is unfortunate. 42.3 for Ibonza in the end. But I think it could change, you know what I mean? It doesn't have to always be that way. When people get more exposed to it, I think they'll be more interested in it.
I'm sorry to have to ask you, but the Momentum mod is?
Momentum mod is a game... Zigaz up next, by the way. It's a game based on the source engine mods like DeFRaG. So for example, Counter-Strike, Bunny Hop, or Surf, or TF2 rocket jumping, and so on and so on. It's a compilation game of all those modes, rather than having to play those games and then join a server which has that mod enabled. It's just, it puts all these modes into one game. And they've also added DeFRaG, and I think a very faithful reproduction of DeFRaG. We've seen the DeFRaG modes being recreated in other games like Reflex Arena, or Warsaw, or Xenotic, or Diabolical, and they're all good modes in their own right, but there's just not quite DeFRaG. 41.9 for Zigaz in the end, by the way. They're all really... Well, where were we? I don't know which one we just saw.
We're in 23 now.
23, okay. Yeah, like I said, those modes are all good in their own right, but none of them are a true recreation of DeFRaG, and that's fine. But Momentum mod is, and I think it's
so
the closest.
In terms of calculations of the movement and everything, yeah.
Yeah, it's the closest to DeFRaG that you can get outside of DeFRaG. Shout out to Dino. It's not available yet, but it will be available at some point, and it will be free. So check it out on Steam.
I believe you can sign up for a what is it, a CD key or something like that.
You can apply to join the playtests, yes, but
Yes,
you are looking at a long wait. Or you might get lucky, because it's random. They give out keys randomly, like so many keys per week. So it's just luck of the draw, whether you get it or not. Some people have been waiting years.
You nearly hit the ceiling there.
Yeah, nearly, very close. 41.7 for Dino, very well played. Glad he got the 41 in the end. 22nd place now.
One frag left.
Hit the wall there.
Doesn't care.
Doesn't mind, yeah. Wait, so we got that slick. Snap. 1200 round that corner, that's impressive.
With hitting the ceiling, not too good.
Doesn't care about the tiny ramp. Great ending. He doesn't lose any speed through there.
But close to the one before, no? Time-wise? Was it?
Yeah, really close. Another 41.7. Very well played.
yeah. I'm assuming that tiny ramp might be a mistake.
What, to take or to have it in there?
No, have it in there for CPM.
AVPY up next. And yeah, it seems like the trim and the big ramp and the VQ3.
Oh, interesting.
Two separate entities or whatever. Not entities, but you know what I mean.
Yeah.
It's rushing.
One has been selected and deleted and the other hasn't.
Exactly. You're right in the word using entity, because that's what it is.
Okay, fantastic.
The beginning was amazingly fast when he did that slick stuff.
Get some shaky hands here.
Yeah.
Getting nervous towards the end. Another
But also
41.7. Yeah. We'll take a look at that one again, because I did kind of talk over you there. Sorry.
The no, just the beginning when he's taking the slick down, like how he's crouching into the right, into the right. I don't know, into the right curvature, whatever.
Yeah.
like here, and then whoop,
Oh yeah.
getting out with 700, 1700.
He's out there and hits the wall as well, so that he can slow down to have enough, slow down to have enough space to jump over those railings. Because if you have too much speed when you hit that double jump on the ramp, you're just going to slam into those railings. So good thinking there. Very well played.
Sweet. But also looking at that, no, seeing this crouch slide there, momentum. Continue, just continue. Momentum. Is it like? Does it also have one of the best physics, Quake 4, in there?
It doesn't have crouch sliding. It does have slick. J height, and I forgot what place we're on.
20th.
20th place. J height making the top 20. Excellent.
What was in Vico 3?
I forget. Was it not also top 20? Yeah, it was quite high.
22.
22. Rip.
Does he combine his points?
No. Unfortunately.
Merging. Oh, that would be fun. Merging CPM and Vico 3 points. Is there a new cup coming up there? Yeah.
That's not a bad shout, to be honest. You've got all the data. You could do that pretty easily.
Nice.
41.4. Oh, he's not happy. I think he wanted the 40 at least. 41.4 is pretty good though. And to get top 20 in this strafe nerd map, I think it's pretty impressive, especially for someone who hasn't been playing DeFRaG that long. I'm not sure exactly how long, but he played Xonotic before. I'm not sure how long he's been playing that, but the jump from Xonotic to Quake 3 strafing it's not straightforward. There's a lot to learn in terms of snap zones, I think. So shout outs to J height. Koshikov in 19th place. J height says he's been playing for 2 years. I assume most of that 2 years is Xonotic.
I see a pattern there in undead demos.
It hits the wall again, yep. Just the same as RDDPY, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Other 41. 41.1, is that what J height had as well? I saw 41.4. Don't know what I'm thinking. Well played for Koshikov. 18th place next. It's Rain.
The master himself?
Yep, the organizer of the FPS Cup.
$1,700.
Nice. Does basically the same thing as what people have been doing when they hit the wall to lose speed, but he's just been turning too tight, so he loses speed on the turns, losing just enough speed that he can take that double jump effectively. Smooth ending.
Oh, mister, you could have done a 40. No, very nice. Nice demo.
So close.
But I still have to. I must say and admit that like having him as also like a team lead on the mapping side, right? Since he's also like grinding those maps, kind of.
Yep.
Or at least like testing and everything, and he has a lot of valid comments in there and critic. So yeah. So it's pretty nice to have him as a overall lead on the whole thing.
Yeah.
Just because he knows what he does and plays and whatever, you know. So
interesting sort of hybrid route there for Shirosaki in the beginning. Coming through here with tons of speeds. I was going to have to take the double jump on that lip, but it is no problem. 40.9 for Shirosaki, well played.
One frag
Dead
left.
Zerg. Will we see the same undead route that we've been seeing before?
Mm-hmm.
I hope so. Almost.
Oh, hitting the wall there. So.
Yeah, slightly different. Hits the wall
But
just
still
before.
faster than the others.
Has a great teleport slick there. For those not aware, you do have slick when you come through teleporters that are placed on the ground for about 50 milliseconds. It's really annoying, but you can use it very effectively to get tons of speed. Hits that ramp even right at the end.
14.8.
The
Oh,
technical term is telejump.
Telejump. I think telejump and teleslick two different things. Are they not?
I don't know. I thought they were the
Well.
same.
We'll leave that up to the experts.
should I put my 2 cents of boomery in there?
Go on.
I think for me, for the telejump would just be having an overall small boost plus
One frag
a little bit of
left.
height increase.
Yeah. It depends. Or Chaos the Puzifer in 15th place. I think it depends what community you come from. The terminology doesn't really mean anything. Like, people in Half-Life say
Oh
that
my
there's
god,
strafe jumping.
2000.
You know what I mean? But it's not the same thing. And
Hmm.
in CPM, for example, like CPMA mod, telejump means to do a double jump out of a teleporter. Whereas here, I think most people just call that a double jump from a teleporter.
He's flying through those rooms. Sorry
Yeah.
to pause. Sorry, yeah, you weren't done. I just
it's
had
fine.
to comment this because it was amazing to see him like not touching anything at all during this thing.
I know. Yeah, we'll
During-
see that
during the
again because
buttons.
we did kind of talk over it.
One frag left.
So much speed from that slick.
Very smooth run.
This is a lot of fun. Skipping that ramp that we keep talking about. Taking the top route and not even touching the ground.
Nice.
Well played, very creative. 40.4 in the Enter Puzifer. Lef in the comments says, sick run for a slow route.
One
I
frag
agree.
left.
Not that I know what I'm talking about or anything. Enter in 14th place. Interesting slick. Not much to say about that run, just very good.
Clean.
Just great, yeah. Smooth and clean and to the point. Well played, Enter.
One frag
Ash.
left.
Ash being one of the newer players to DeFRaG, coming from source-based games. I think mainly Counter-Strike B-Hop. Or no, actually, sorry, I'm thinking of someone else. I don't know where Ash comes from.
I think Ash is from Zonadic, I believe. I believe he makes maps there.
I don't think it's the same Ash.
Okay. one then.
This is Australian Ash. But really good in momentum mods, really good with the weapons. 40.2 in the end, very well played.
His bump into the wall was interesting when he got down from 2000 to 1600. I say probably was intentional.
One frag
Nice.
left.
Let's go. Interesting flick there. Wrecked himself.
Taking the whole curve. It's so interesting because so far it's not like there is so far there's not a definite
Look at
route.
that. Yeah, and especially in the first half, it's pretty interesting. Though I think that route that we just saw just now is probably going to be definitively better than the rest. But first 39, shout outs to Ralph. 39.8, big jump up from Ash. 11th place now. It's getting exciting as we approach the top 10.
One frag left.
Dazzle Dazzle. It's Knight.
Western Digital.
We almost had Knight on for the commentary, but had to go take care of something else. 1800 off of the slick is insane. Loads of speed.
Wide turn.
Yeah. Little crouch to avoid that ceiling. 39.3. Huge. Massive shout outs tonight. Now we are in the top 10.
One frag left.
Again, I've got no idea who this is.
It's Biotrix.
That is Biotrix. Let's go. The author of the map. Loads of speed before this ramp. .3. Very close tonight.
One frag.
Iconics.
Jumping into the wall.
I think it's safe to say this route is the standard route.
Yep. Huge speed at the end. 39.1. Very well played.
What I think is cool in this map that it's every path is intertwined with each other, and you don't feel like it's just like another added thing just
One
put in.
frag left.
Goblin's sister's boyfriend, I believe, is Mac, who is the CSB hopper that I was referring to earlier. Another Australian player, I believe. So it's crazy that these guys have come in and just done so well. And not just at one type of map either. Like we saw him last week just absolutely destroying a weapon map. And now he's come in here, like basically destroying a strafe map as well. What a flick. Let's go. This guy frags probably.
There you go, 38.
Jesus, it's crazy. Mac, very well played.
Yeah, speaking to what you were saying earlier, Bliccer, the map is well designed for sure. It's very intertwined, like you were saying.
Frag left.
I always try to make maps like that, but it's not as easy as it seems.
Yeah.
Also to make the route interesting. I mean, we've seen the what was it, like top 20 using different routes and still being super fast. Like this one, look at this.
Yeah.
New one, and still being faster or equal or whatever, you know, which is great.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, 8.8 for Pocky Pop in the end. Gracing our ears with a lovely taunt sound. As
or
always.
snort.
Yeah. Sixth place now
One frag
is Manoa.
left.
Why are there not so many players actually using Orb? Doesn't he have the most amazing jump?
Don't encourage people. Now people are going to do that shit next week because you've said that now. You know what I mean? And I'm going to have to listen to it. Oh God. Spamming that gauntlet to get the shot as soon as possible. These double jumps, man, so tight. 38.6 in the end. Pretty decent jump at this stage. Now moving into the top 5.
One frag
Oscar.
left.
You know, there are two types of DeFraggers. Those who look down when they strafe, and those who look up when they strafe.
That's a fact.
Definitely the down looker.
Yep.
Sometimes also the way to ceiling looker, way to high looker. Sometimes it's happening as well.
Ooh, that flick.
Yeah.
If this was
Nice.
any other game, I'd say he's aimbot.
He overjumped the part, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
nice little double jump there to overjump there towards the end. And also skips like having to double jump on the next step up as well. Very nice. Close as well, 38.6 again. 4th place now.
So top 1 will be an absolute banger with 35. I heard.
One frag
Sass.
left.
Another interesting slick.
This person has always, I think, the smoothest strafing and mouse movement ever seen.
Yeah, Zoss is a beast, to say the least.
Beast from the east.
I said he's a beast.
Yeah,
Beast from the east?
Beast from the east.
Oh yeah, he's from the east as well.
Another 38.6. This is so
did
stacked.
Did he actually switch and shoot the second button before he reached the ground, the floor? Which is also probably saving some.
I have no idea. We can watch it again.
Because probably, I guess, touching it and like having I don't know. Probably it could be easy to lose a bit of speed there.
Left.
Super close there as well, like to the inner side.
Skim.
There. Didn't touch it, right?
Yeah, that's what I mean.
When is the Power Heavy Metal Exas movie coming out?
Zas has got his own movie out on his own channel. You should check it out. Alright, top 3. It's going to be exciting. Let's see who we got. I expect Anne, maybe. Although I don't think we've seen him yet. We haven't really had a proper strafe map like this. Frosty in top 3, let's go. Frosty's another relatively new DeFragger.
Back in the days when Breakdown HQ was still on, there was another Frosty, right? But he was written with an Y at the end.
Oh yeah, I'm not that old.
Yeah, I think that might be before my time even.
What? Thank you.
I'm very bad with names, and DeFraggers are known to constantly change your names too, so that doesn't help.
Jumping right into the tunnel at the end.
Fantastic run. 38.4. Very well played. Second place now.
It makes me feel like a dinosaur right now, man. It's like
Delta. Doing his best to hit every snap zone. I love that. I love the shotgun shot, like in the strafe switch. And Frosty did the exact same thing. 38.3. Where does it come from? Jesus. Alright. The moment you've all been waiting for.
37. I say it's a 37.
Let's see.
Nah.
One frag left.
What model is this?
Solag, I think. Or Klesk. No, this is Solag.
No. Yeah. Wow.
We had Klesk earlier.
The snorting dude. Oh, his shotgun.
Tons of speed. 18.
Right over.
He didn't touch it, right? The last whole
run.
platform, I know.
Yeah, double
Ready.
jump straight over it. No 37, unfortunately, but still.
Yeah, I'm sad. No, very good. Congratulations.
One frag left.
Zas. He doesn't say much in the Twitch chat, but when he does, it's pretty funny. He just said a strafe map isn't pushed if the record isn't faster than my best splits. Which is just carries a lot of weight. There's that double jump straight across, doesn't touch the ground.
Nice. Close though.
Yeah, people saying 37 definitely possible in this map, so potentially we'll see some
There you go, happy grinding.
yeah, happy grinding. We do have a couple more demos to look at. We can take a look at why the map has a fix suffix at the end. excuse the player name. So this was possible on a previous version of the map, just to skip completely over, like skip most of the map.
Just hit that in time scale.
Yeah.
Shame, Imore. Shame.
Well, Biotrix. Oh no, because it's a detail thing, right?
It's models. It's
Uh-huh.
all
What?
yeah.
Oh, that was funny.
Sick. But Grady was found that early. So interesting.
Yeah,
So
it was fixed like the first day.
Really?
So yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Poor testing. Nobody
Yeah,
nobody tested the map.
what is it called? The day one patch, yeah?
Yeah, day one patch, exactly. I love this. Why does it shake so much? What's going on here that makes it do that?
It's probably the way the model is clipped.
Just
He
collisions.
either clipped the entire thing, which it doesn't look like, or each model is individually clipped. So the way it works is all the triangles on the model itself is basically copied over as a clip. So if there's a slight curve in the model, you're gonna be hitting that slight curve. So that's why it shakes the way it does.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it got fixed.
Yeah, for sure.
So you wanted to see a 37. I can't give you a 37, but I can show you a 35
Right.
if you want.
Right.
So let's take a look at that. This is a Wiz demo. For those who don't know, Wiz is a task. It is a scripted run, not performed by humans. Shout out
Still
to Capcom.
beatable. Still beatable.
Yeah. Shout out to Capcom for providing us with this demo. This is a smoothed version of the task demo, so
Thank you. So you can actually see what's happening now.
Yeah. This would be like looking all over the place and just flipping back and forth left and right really, really quickly. But the smoothed version lets us actually get a better look at it. But you can see from the key inputs what it might look like if that wasn't the case.
Oh, doesn't look so much off now from the others.
Yeah,
to be
I
honest.
mean,
Yeah,
it's
it
not
doesn't-
terribly
Except
faster
the-
than-
Except the column bump there up there in the center.
Yeah, it doesn't look that much different. It's just perfectly executed.
Sorry, Capcorp. Try harder next time. No. Sorry.
That's kind of the nature of like TAS runs on a strafe map where there's not like any big skips or anything to be had, because obviously you have to take this the teleporter that gives you the frag. So there's no chance that you can perform any crazy skip over the middle.
But already here it's like 2,200. Yeah. And here's a skip right there.
Doesn't take the
Yeah.
tiny ramp though. Interestingly enough.
And closer here, so basically, yeah.
Well played.
Very good.
I say well played. Well scripted.
Trained
But,
proper AI,
yeah.
right?
So that's all the demos we have for you this week. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Bliccer and Ghostay, for joining me. It's been a pleasure.
Pleasure.
Unfortunately, we don't have a next round map to look at because the next round map isn't ready or something. So we're taking a break. Taking a
Train. It's time for you to train, on other maps.
Yeah.
Get better. Because it's a final, right? So there you go.
Or it's time for you to optimize round 6 to a 37. You got another week to do that. It won't be rewarded, but
It's extra points. Oh no, I just want not extra
not extra points. But yeah, there is a news post on the dfcomps.ru site if you want to read more about the delay. So yeah, we'll be back in 2 weeks' time, I suppose. We'll maybe try and get some War Cup reviews done in that time. It's actually good for me because I'm not here. I'm actually away next weekend.
So it's just because of you, basically.
No, it's not my fault.
Okay.
I got nothing to do with it. I swear. I'll testify to that.
Good.
But yeah, that's all we have for this week. Thanks everyone for watching. Thank you again, Bliccer and Ghostay, for joining me. It's been a pleasure.
Thanks.
Cheers.
And we'll see you in 2 weeks. Have a good one. Cheers.
GG's.
Bye bye.
Later.
You have taken the lead.